Hello YouTube, I'm gonna play another game. And we've got our opponent. So let's go. Playing with the black pieces. And let's see what we're gonna do. Gonna be d45. Now what's he gonna play? London, Queen's Gambit. Okay, Queen's Gambit. We're gonna play the Queen's Gambit declined. And let's see what we can do. That's a bit of a strange move. I think I can afford to do the same. Kinda hoping to hold on to the pawn. Yeah, so maybe I can now. He looks to be prepared, but I think I have to go for it. And I mean, I'm completely out of theory here, but at least it feels to me like holding on to the pawn here should be good. Now let's see, does this bring any problems? Yeah, it does, so we can win it back with the queen. So if I do this, he can take with the knight. Although maybe then I can pin the knight actually. Because if he takes and I take back, he wins my rook. But let's say he takes and I go here. Does he have anything there? I mean, he can get some pawns for it. But let's go for it anyway. I think it's interesting. And if he doesn't take, then, like I said, I'm holding on to the pawn. I've wasted a bit of time here, but it's okay, it's half a minute, so... Yeah, and he probably saw that as well. Giving me another pawn, by the way. Which I'm gonna take. I'm gonna be materialistic this game. It's a bit dangerous, I really need to develop my pieces. So... I don't know. Let's just go back for now, play it extra safe. And I'm gonna prioritize castling. Because if I can castle safely, I have 2 pawns extra, that should be good. So let's do that. Yeah, so I'm 2 pawns up. There's no way this can be bad. My bishop also has a nice diagonal. So even though I have a lot of pawns on light squares, my light square bishop is still quite good. Yeah, I don't want to take en passant here. Just leave his pawn there and this is weak. And he's probably gonna try and push it. Maybe I have this. So in order to have this move, maybe I should develop my knight here. Also, this is an idea. But let's develop my pieces first. This knight has already moved, so... Okay, he's going there. Yeah, let's go for this idea now. Take back with the bishop. Now I can plant my other knight here, I feel like, which should be good. So let's go for that. And if he attacks it anymore, at the very least I can just straight knights. Of course, I should have noticed that my knight is pinned to the queen. So yeah, that's something I missed there. Okay, let's say I do this. Take that. Then take here. Is that any good? Probably have to go for something like that. Could also try this. Then he just takes my knight. Is this any interesting if he takes? Don't think so. So I'm gonna have to play for this. It's 2 pieces for the queen, so it's supposed to be good for him. Then I still have these 2 pawns. I mean, it definitely messes up. There's no discussion about that. But I think it's still playable. And this just gives me a good square for my knight, I feel like. That's alright. Yeah, game definitely still goes on. With the 2 pawns and 2 pieces for the queen. That's definitely still interesting. Looking at this, of course it's his move, so don't really know what he's gonna do. Maybe just bring his rook, it's probably best. Also this, but then my pawn gets a little bit loose, so that's not something I want to play too quickly. This to undermine his pawns here feels very good. So maybe he should play something like this, although it looks a bit ugly as well. Also maybe some discoveries later. He goes there, which is interesting. So I can get my knight. That's probably why he goes there, by the way. I could get my knight there otherwise, if I had tempo, but now his bishop stops that plan. So that doesn't work. And there, yeah, I don't really know where my knight's going after that. Like, he can go here, for example. And then, yeah, there's nothing there really. Yeah, like I said, this is always an interesting move, so let's just play that. Threatening to win a pawn. And if takes, I'm attacking this pawn. It's not really under attack, because the bishop is defending, but it's still an issue for him, I think. Also, this bishop is in a better square now. Still looking at some knight jumps, but doesn't really look all too good. Okay, he goes there. So let's just bring a rook to that file. Can never hurt. Yeah, he goes for the checkmate. Should probably just stop it like that. Also, this might be an idea. Yeah, I'm giving him this. Doesn't really do too pleasant, so let's go for this. And he might try to get his queen over or something. Okay, he's just gonna attack my bishop. Maybe put it there for now. Or just there, because this check takes. And maybe with the pawn there, but still, my bishop is defending. So that should be alright. Bishop is defending the light squares. So even if he gets a pawn here, there's no checkmate threat. And if he doesn't go for this, okay, he goes for that. Which is interesting. So maybe here he wants to take back with the bishop or something. I'm looking at discoveries on his knight. This queen is defending, so it doesn't really work. It's probably just this. Let's go for that. And then here I of course have to take, because he's otherwise doing this. So now I can't take, because if he takes, that's bad. But maybe now I can help my knight here. Don't see why not. So that's a nice square for the knight. And his knight is a little bit loose, I'd say. His queen is defending right now. Okay, he defends some more with the pawn. Makes sense, I guess. But let's go here anyway, because it's a good square. I'm just slowly improving. Yeah, and here I can win a pawn. And this is pretty weak. So yeah, that's a problem. We also go here. It's interesting. Can I take this, by the way? The thing is, he's attacking this as well. Take here. Doesn't really help. It is probably a good move by him. Don't really want to take here. But I think I'm gonna have to. And I'm winning a pawn, but this does become a weakness. Yeah, he's probably gonna try and swing his queen over. Let's see, maybe we can stop it with a rook or something, I don't know. So here. Yeah, then already he goes there. I could try and run. Yeah, he wins a pawn there, but then maybe I do escape. So if he gets here, it's definitely over. Maybe I should try and run. Probably not gonna work. Yeah, so he's gonna take some pawns. He can win this pawn later as well. Maybe here, at least it's a better square for the rook. Yeah, so he's going for the other pawn with check, so he's gonna win this as well. But not much I can do. Oh, I need to defend my bishop, so he's taking this probably now. Yeah, I'm just playing on. Can't play here because I'm attacking the queen, but something I need to worry about if he moves the queen. Though I guess I can still take. Yeah, let's just try that. It's gonna be a trade. Well, I guess he could place his bishop somewhere else, but... And still, I do have a passed pawn, so... There's still something, but I'm down on time as well, by a lot, so... It's probably not gonna end well. Yeah, at least he's taking a think now. Also, maybe he could check, probably then. He has too much stuff hanging, so... I don't really know what he's thinking about, just moving the bishop somewhere. Yeah, okay. Maybe he was trying to find the best square. Yeah, so what do I do now? Don't know. Maybe this. Not much I can do. Other than hope, I guess. Let's go here. Can go here, bishop fence. Yeah, I'm gonna need to play quickly, so if anyone's gonna mess up, it's probably me. And he's taking his time, and that's probably wise. This is gonna end badly, probably. But I'm just playing on. Okay. Maybe it's not gonna end badly. That was weird. And he just resigns. Oh, he should definitely have played on. I just have 28 seconds. Okay. Well, I did win the game in the end. Let's go to the game review. I mean, there's no discussion that I was losing. Although I played the opening quite well. I had a brilliant move, actually. That's interesting. Maybe I wasn't losing and it was just the brilliancy. Although I doubt it. Let's go to the review. Let's see what the engine says. Yeah, so this is an idea here, actually. And then here, this was right. Okay. So I thought at first, okay, he can take here, and then his idea was to win the rook. But then I realized I can play this, and I don't know how he's getting out of this, and the engine agrees there is no way to get out of this. And yeah, engine just says, take the center, at least have some compensation. But yeah, you're losing a knight. So he correctly went back, but then gave me another pawn, and that wasn't even best to take. And maybe I should have just been like, okay, I'm up a pawn. No need to get my queen in danger. I had a missed win here. Queen b6. Yeah, I was thinking maybe another square, but felt like this was safest. Clearly wasn't. Yeah, bishop b7. I just wanted to castle. I'm up 2 pawns, and I mean, this was still an alright idea. It's -2, so definitely a lot better from the opening. So far so good. Yeah, and then this was a mistake just because of this. And this was a brilliant move. So even though he can win my queen, I'm actually still winning here. So it's still -2. So yeah, I underestimated my position. I felt like, okay, 2 pawns and 2 pieces for the queen is alright. But I didn't know it was this good, actually. But yeah, definitely interesting to play. Right, so I thought I blundered and actually played a brilliancy. That's amazing. Okay, this was a miss. So what do I do here then? Knight c3. Okay. And let's say just queen here. Then the rook comes in, and it's actually dangerous for him, because if he moves the queen to the wrong square, I have a fork. So there's some stuff there. I just still went materialistic, and probably at some point I played it too slowly. Allowed some counterplay. And let's see here, actually. So this was best. I thought I should defend these squares, but I didn't see his knight coming here. I was only focused on this square, basically. So later on, yeah, probably this was where I went wrong. Because this is a nice square for my knight, but I'm focusing too much on my plan. And even though I win a pawn here, it's now completely equal. So I still wasn't losing. Yeah, what else could I have done here? Rook c5. Basically allow this if he wants to. Guess that's alright. And I'm still attacking this pawn. Should have considered that. And here, did I have another move? e5, that's interesting. Because I felt like there's no way to get out of this. Oh, of course, I'm just attacking the bishop here. So yeah, e5 is the only way, and this is the second best move, and it's still called a mistake, but it's the second best move. Yeah, now he is winning. I thought he was winning for long before this. But yeah, he definitely messed up in the end, like you saw in the game. And that's the thing, like, you just play on. Even though, like, I was down on material, down on time, down by everything. But you never know when your opponent messes up. And here, I get what his idea was. He was like, okay, if I take here and take here, like something like this, then it's just a trade, and maybe I don't have anything here. And the engine says, yeah, it's +1, so it's not actually that great. So he was like, well, the knight is pinned, so I can go here. But the problem is the queen is the piece pinning the knight, and the bishop isn't pinning it. So if you move the queen, I can actually move the knight, and that's probably what he missed. And yeah, he just gave me the queen and then resigned. Like I said in the game, he should have played on here. I have 28 seconds, and it's probably not close to checkmate. Like, this king might be a little bit weak after this, but still his bishop is here, so tough to get it out of there. And yeah, 28 seconds is not a lot. There's no increment, so he should have played on still. But he was probably frustrated after losing his queen. So yeah, 2 queen blunders, although I guess you could consider mine as a sacrifice because it was brilliant, even though I didn't notice. But yeah, I'm not so happy with this game. I'm happy with the result, and in the end, that's what counts. So yeah, I'm gonna take that. At least I learned something from this. So let's see if we can do better next time. But for this time, thank you for watching, and I'll see you then. Bye bye.